every year we go on an international mission trip to Mexico, and we do a lot of work similar to this, and everyone changes a lot and everyone's a big deal. And I don't know that I expected to see that happen this week, but I know that you know, once you've seen chaos go to order, and you see this house shape up, and you see this sidewalk get poured, and you see this house become this awesome, immaculate piece, if something in your heart doesn't change, there's something wrong with you, because you see what happens, and you see God move through people and make this, you know, this huge masterpiece out of this guy's house.
The first day we got here, I was so excited, and I said to my youth leader, I had never been to such like a phenomenal welcoming, like, hey, this is what you're here to do, and we're gonna get it done, and you guys are so awesome for being here, and I was so excited, and I can't wait to come back next year.
When was the last time you came to an event and just didn't have like all these things you had to worry about, like when were you gonna eat and where were you gonna go and what were you gonna fix and all those things, and all those things were just totally taken care of for you? Well, this is the place for you guys. You can come here, you can bring your students, everything is set up for you. You just show up on the job sites, you do the things, they do service. When was the last time you had a service where you didn't have to preach, you didn't have to do the worship, or you didn't have to run the soundboard? This is the place for you. You can come, you can hang out with your students, you can worship with your students and have a great time, and they take care of all the rest.
Since we've got here, a lot of the students have been, you know, pretty much forced to live together in such a confined area, and they're not used to spending so much time together. And we've seen such a great change with them bonding, talking, and hanging out with people they normally would not hang out with. And for a specific instance, Stephen, he's a very quiet guy, and everybody talks about how quiet and shy he is. But when we get to live with him, he's actually a very funny dude. He's pretty good at board games, but also he has some wise lines to give to us. And we're just getting to see new sides of each other and learning, you know, their spiritual growth together as we go through our own.
I came here with these big guns to do some big work this week for Jesus. And when I saw the big work, I was like, whoa, that's big work, not so big guns. And then I was like, Jesus, I'm gonna need your help. And the first couple days I got really sick, and I was trying really hard to do the work, and my body just wasn't cooperating. I was praying, Lord, do I have a place? Did I do anything? One of our leaders brought me this cool picture from a little girl named Caitlin on one of the properties that we helped out. And every day Caitlin would come out and she would tell me that I was her BFF, her best friend forever. And if you notice me right there with the great hair who's really skinny, it says, Miss Stacy, Miss Caitlin, I love you. So if you don't have big guns and you're not sure you can tear it up, there's still a place for you at Inside Out.
When we first got here, I really didn't know exactly what to expect. I was looking forward to a lot, and I definitely anticipated a lot. But I gotta say, this has been one of the greatest experiences. This is actually our first mission trip as a youth group in our church in quite a long time. And one thing that I've noticed is that being a part of this has shown me a lot in a way of a Bible verse that I've been dealing with all year long, which is Romans 8:18. And it states, I consider our present sufferings not worth comparing to the glory that will be revealed in us. And I can tell you right now, number one, there's been a lot of suffering this week for a lot of these individuals, and not necessarily a bad suffering, just stuff that they've never gone through before, also stuff that they've never seen before, and things that they definitely have not experienced before. But one thing that I definitely know out of all this is that everyone has seen some glory within themselves and within others that they've been working with this past week. And in its ultimacy, God's love has been shown in this community, and I know that it's definitely been received in that way.